Hello, my name is Paul Hoffman. I'm a sales engineer for Citrix Mobility, and today we're going to be installing um, XenMobile version 8.6 on an Apple iPad mini. So the first thing you want to do is to find your App Store, and you're going to be downloading, as soon as it comes up here, downloading the WorxHome by Citrix. And in order to save time, I've already done this, so I'm going to just close this down and head on over to the WorxHome. And we're going to open it up. And we're going to enter in your user principal name, UPN name that your administrator has given to you. And click Next. Going to have a box come up here in a second. We want to enroll, yes. And we're going to have another login box come up here in a second. And you want to backspace across the @ and just use your regular Active Directory login. And sign in. You'll see a couple of screens flash as the enrollment process takes place. At the install profiles, we want to install and say install now. And enter a passcode that you can remember. We want to install one more time. Press done. And wait a few moments. And you should get an app installation screen coming up here. Press install. And it's going to download receiver at this point. And this takes a little bit of time, so I'm going to pause the video. Okay, we're back. Our receiver is now installed, so I'm going to open up WorxHome one more time. And I'm going to create a pin. This is something that should be unique to you, and you try to remember this. Well, do remember it. And confirm. And now we're at the WorxHome screen. So there should be app installations coming up right now. And you're going to want to press install. Install. And install. And you'll see it installing the Works Mail application, the Works Web application, and the ShareFile application. They're coming down automatically through the profile from the App Controller server that we'll talk about in our second half of our demo. So Again, and for the sake of time, I'm going to pause just a tad here, and we'll come back in a second. Okay, we're back. The first thing we're going to do is open up our WorxMail application. And you can see that everything has already been pre-populated for you. Then all we need to do is enter our password. And click Save. So while that's popping up and populating, let's go in and check out our WorxWeb application. I'm going to type in our intranet site. That's an internal site that'll be accessed through the micro VPN. Give it a second for it to come up. So you'll notice that this is a tunneled access to a SharePoint site, all secure, micro VPN, as though you opened up a VPN session with a different type of tool, but only for this app. So highly secure. Let's go back to our WorxMail app. And you can see now that we're starting to get emails populated in the WorxMail app. Let's go back to WorxHome and install another application. You can see our desktop is now getting populated. So we're opening the Work Store. Should pop up here in a sec. I'm going to scroll down the application that I want to install. Right here, Office 2 for Works. All I have to do is click on the plus sign, and the app is going to be installed. I'm going to click the back button. And just to show you that if you needed support within, you have to install the app. Here it comes. Let's go back in here. If you needed support, you could click on the right arrow key in the upper right hand corner. You can say click on Need Help, and then you could open up the, I wanted to request help through the WorxMail application. I can click that, and it'll automatically populate the email to support. You could fill in your username and the information. It'll show all of this, and it'll also attach the logs that'll go to your help desk, and they can troubleshoot any issue that you might be having. So let's go back and look at our ShareFile app. Let's open that up. This ShareFile app is a follow me or follow you anywhere application. And you do have to just enter your credentials once, and then once you enter your credentials, it'll remember them, and you'll be able to send from here, from ShareFile, edit files. It's a great application that's well integrated with XenMobile 8.6. So I'm going to enter my email. And then I'm going to enter in my domain. You will have to know this, so hopefully your administrator will let you know what it is, or you might already know it. And then I'm going to enter a password. Pretty soon you should see your account settings come up after entering your account information. There it comes. So you have these sections, My Files and Folders, Shared with Me, Favorite Folders. Now notice that these also, well, we'll show you later, you can access this from your desktop, from the web, and from the native application that's installed on your iPad or your Android. I'm going to open up My Files and Folders. And then I'm going to open up a document. I'm going to click Download. And the document should show up here in a sec. Now at this point, I could click the little pencil in the right-hand corner, or lower right-hand corner, and I could actually edit this document if I want to within ShareFile. Or I have other options. Right after this closes, and open up the document one more time. This time I think I'm going to use the forward, which is right here in the lower left corner. And notice that the whole application is containerized. In other words, that all of the mail and your calendars and everything is going to stay within the containerized XenMobile area. So I'm not forwarding with any other outside applications such as Dropbox or external emails. Everything's staying within the corporate environment. So I think what I'm going to do is open in WorxMail. I'm going to say New Message. And this is where you're going to see the Active Directory integration where I can look up users. You can see it automatically starts populating from your Active Directory. Put in the subject. And I'm going to click Send. And since I sent it to myself, it should pop up here in a second. While we're waiting on that, let's take a look at something else. Let's go into our calendar. And let's make a new meeting. Click the plus sign. New event. I'm going to make this a go-to meeting. So now I'm going to click on Web and Audio. Now you'll notice it'll bring up the go-to meeting application. The only time you'll see this is once. And so I'm going to pause while I enter my information. And then once you enter this once, you won't see it again. And then we'll come back to making our meeting. Okay, we're back. So continuing on with our meeting, and now that we have our go-to meeting plugin installed, let's click on Web and Audio, click Go-to Meeting, and I'm going to select this one, Let's Meet, and then go back. And then I've got all my information that I need here at this time. I could attach a document, I could put in other notes, anything you could do in a regular Outlook meeting or go-to meeting you can do here. I'm going to click Done. So I'll open up this meeting here, and you'll notice that the meeting has a little running late icon. So if you're well, obviously running late, you can click that and put an explanation to the person. Or you can click on Join the Meeting for the go-to meeting and it'll join. You could also forward this invite, email the organizer, or email all invitees. Pretty much all the same full-featured applications you have in the native email client, and more you have here. So let's go back to our share file one more time. Let's open up our document here. We're going to do one more thing. We're going to send with share file. This is a nice feature where you can send an application without having to leave or be in WorxMail, or vice versa, be in ShareFile or WorxMail, and it will send to the user. So I'm just going to enter in whoever I want to send to. And that's going to be myself right now. Okay, and then I'm just going to click Send. Sent successfully. Let's go back and check my email. Now you notice that there is I've received something in my WorxMail very similar to the actual native email. As you can see down here in the middle that I have 11,414, but this one in my WorxMail for my corporate environment, that's all containerized for my corporate environment. I'm showing one email received. So I'm going to go back to my email, out of my calendar. I'm going to open up the file from Share File, and I'm going to open up the one attachment. So that's one way to show if it send a file. Let's try another way. Share File. And let's forward or open in Office 2. is another way to modify the document. Gonna pause for one. Okay, we're back. So this entire environment is for your business. You can't really tell the difference between your local apps installed by your kids or your wife or yourself, or even this could be your communal um, iPad for the house. But some people do like to organize these things. The feature of iOS 7 is where we can put all these icons in one area and we can call it business. So I'm going to start doing that. Just hit this. So let's put your thumb down and then drag it up here. Okay. Let's go back and do the other ones. There's receiver, share file, WorxHome, and my email. So I have my entire business environment in one application icon called Business. So I hope you enjoyed our demo today, and our next demo coming up is going to be how to install and use the MDM controller, the mobile device management, and also the application controller that actually sends down these applications that you saw today. And that'll be in our second video. Thank you very much. My name is Paul Hoffman, and have a great day.